Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about a SWOT analysis and how it is applied to a little idea I have of mine. It's a Lego Builders website, community website where people can upload their designs and they can share them between each other, and they can, they can fork them if they decide to use the designs. There's all kinds of ways people can get together and talk about their Lego building. But first I want to talk about SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis consists of three parts. There's strengths, there's strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats. Each one of these are related to each other. Whereas strength, you think internally, you think what are the strengths my business has in relation to the competitive landscape. The opportunities apply to the external competitive environment and apply to your strengths and how you're going to take your strengths and leverage them to create opportunities. Weaknesses and threats have a similar relationship. Weaknesses have to do with, well, obviously, what about your business can be a hurdle or a challenge, and then the threats then would come back around and say, what in the competitive landscape is there as a threat that can leverage your weakness? So I'm going to show you my business. This is the business model canvas that I created for it. In the website, it basically is a community website where people can upload their Lego designs that they would use. There's open source software to create Lego designs using 3D modeling. They would upload their stuff, and then people can then comment on. They can rate them. They can also, the way we would make money is they can take those designs and buy bricks either from Lego or buy them from a community website called Bricklink. Bricklink has individual buyers and sellers can sell their Legos on here by part type. So you can go in and select your part that you're trying to sell, and then all of these items are available on the web for you to then download, or then buy. The idea that we have is that we would interface with this site based on the parts in the people's designs, and then they could then buy them from buyers here without having to go through this interface. The pick a brick is also something that Lego provides. The idea would be then to also connect the Lego through this. They don't have every part. That's where Bricklink would then fill in the blanks. We would then take a cut of that. We would add a little service fee onto that, and there's your money. This site is the where you would come to get your the parts, the master lists and parts for different sets. All of the different type of parts are all available here. The random piece of the day right now, you can see this one little part. They all have numbers and they have pictures, and all of this data is open source, so this data would be integrated into the site and into the plans. Here is my SWOT analysis for the Lego Builders community site. Our strengths are our expert knowledge, our scalability, a loyal niche audience. Lego Builders are huge. Technology, we would leverage cloud solutions in order to be able to scale up and keep our costs where they need to be, and the open source information I showed you a minute ago. Our opportunities from those strengths would be partnerships with those websites that I spoke of, volunteers. Like, again, very loyal. They'll probably come in and work for us for free. The cloud hosting, again, that's a cost savings, and goodwill from giving back. Anything that we develop on our site that has to do with the open source information, we would then contribute that information back to the community. Our weaknesses. Now, this is a big one. Dependence on the Lego group. Dependence on our partners, the Bricklink site. High initial development costs. It's going to cost money to build a website. Community building. No one knows us. We have to then build all that. And then obviously our threats are then established online Lego communities could build our features in, and our API access. Well, that concludes it. Thanks again for joining.